Tom Cruise.
It's an empty chair. That's about it.
Little Daniel was a 14-year-old boy. He liked to play sports. He liked to hang out with his friends. They used to go to parties all the time. And they used to do whatever they felt like because little Daniel thought he was on top of the world. One day, little Daniel asked his father if he could borrow the car out for a night out. And he would take his friends to a nightclub and they would have a grand old time. While little Daniel was driving, one of their friends pulled out a bottle of beer and offered it to Daniel.
Gabriel.
Now little Daniel thought, hey, maybe I shouldn't drink this. But then he thought, you know what, I'm having a great time, so let me just ingest in this alcohol. And maybe it'll help my vision as we go to this party.
I'm still driving.
As little Daniel was driving, there was a deer that was prancing along. And Daniel swerved out of control and crashed into the deer. Yeah. And as the deer lay on top of the cart, minutes went by, hours went by, and then Daniel woke up. He was still alive, but there was blood all over him. The deer had smashed into the windshield, and as Daniel looked over to his friends, one of them had died. Daniel woke up, got out of the car, and called 911. Oh. Excuse me. Do I call? You have to use a card for it. Roaming charges. So, as Daniel called the police, the ambulance and the fire truck and the police came. Anyways, as the car came, the police asked Daniel what had happened, and Daniel said he was under the influence of alcohol, and Daniel was taken to court, and he was convicted of manslaughter because his friend had died in the car, and Daniel was sentenced to 5 years in prison.
And deer slaughter.
Manslaughter. Trust me, I know lawyers. 5 years later,
The deer's alive.
now Daniel is a 22-year-old man. Actually, let's just say 26. He's a 26-year-old man. He has learned from his mistakes, and now he's a famous businessman with a wife and a son. He calls little Lucas over, little Lucas, and he tells little Lucas the fateful story of how he was driving, and because he was under the influence of alcohol, and he was doing his own pleasures, it cost him one of his friends. Now, old Daniel, looked at little Lucas and told him, don't follow in the errors of my ways, but learn from my mistakes, and you will be successful as long as you trust in God and always put God first in everything you do. Now, 16 years later, little Lucas is now old Lucas with his wife and his child, and is a God-fearing man, pays his taxes, Air taxes. Pretend you're writing something. He teaches his kids. Pretend you're teaching the kids. There you go. And he never forgot what his father had taught him when he was younger, and how he should always put God first in everything he does. And scene!